YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Siobhan Giovanni back again with another episode. We're on episode 10 of the podcast series. You guys ready for this? You know what day it is? It's Veterans Day today. It's a special day for us. So I got my Corporal of Marines shirt on right now. I got my Marine Corps memorabilia. Thank you for all the veterans out there, service members along all the branches, Marine Corps, Air Force, Coast Guard, Army, Navy. Um, yeah, special shout out to all y'all. If y'all watching this, thumbs up. Um, so so I wanted to show you guys a photo of me, my boot camp picture. You guys want to see an 18-year-old me? There it is right there. So I don't know. That guy kind of looks kind of mad right there. He was in boot camp getting slayed. That was when was that? That was August 27, 2012 was when I went to boot camp. I was in 3rd Battalion, India Company, 3092. That was known for the hardest boot camp company in Paris Island in South Carolina. Those were interesting times back then, you know. But I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change a thing about my experience because I met some individuals that changed my life forever. I eventually want to write and work with people to make and recreate, my experiences and experiences of service members that served, you know. So let's wait on that and let's just pray and hope that one day I get the financial means to make and recreate my life stories and stories that could echo off on other service members. So today I wanted to just talk and vent and just kind of reflect on this day. Really just pay homage to the people that can't be here, that really gave their lives to protect home. Because, this day right here is a very heartfelt day for a lot of people. And, I wrote something on my social media. Maybe I'll read it right here because what I wrote, I felt like it really impacted a lot of people. So I said, remember to be respectful on Veterans Day to anyone who has served, has service members, mothers, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, nieces, whoever, anybody affiliated to serving in a military branch, because they majority of the time they're reflecting on an enormous amount of memories that come with serving, roughing it out, the isolation, the mental toll it took to survive anyway, like away from home, missing their children. That's a big thing too. A lot of us have to go off and leave our children behind just to carry out with that mission, because we've put ourselves in a situation where we are sacrificing our own lives most of the time to doing the mission at hand. Feeling abandoned. I wrote that because a lot of us, well, I know I met people, and I consider myself one of those people too, that we felt like we had nothing at home to survive on or for. So we try to make something of ourselves, joining a service and eventually, building ourselves up from the ground up. I met in boot camp, I met people that didn't even have their green card. They had to escape whatever type of war zone. I've met people from Iraq, Pakistan that, smuggled their way into the US and then signed up in the Marine Corps in boot camp. I was talking to them and they would tell me their stories. I met people from Mexico that you know, were illegal, came to the U.S. and they were trying to get citizenship and a way to pay for their family to survive. So all of that, like, it changed the way I thought forever. Talking to these people, understanding them, becoming a family, a unit with these people too, because I started to respect them, and it was just an experience that I wouldn't change. I wouldn't give it up for the world. I was starting to grow up so fast, so quick. Um, Feeling abandoned, or never even feeling the same around that same type of love and compassion for being around people that you relate to. Once you join the service, you envelop this new family that you guys just love so much harder than if you've never felt love before. Like, you will feel love in the Marine Corps, or whatever service that you was served. You will feel a place where at some point in time throughout your service, somebody you're gonna like relate to, and they're gonna show you that same type of compassion, because what you guys are going through together, you probably will never experience it ever again in your lifetime. Let me stop going off on rants. Let me just read this. So I said, feeling abandoned and never even around people that you relate to. Some of us have seen some real life shit and lost some very close friends without saying goodbye. Last year, I cried my eyes out because my emotions got the better of me. The fight never stops. So, I mean, for those that don't know, there's many individuals that feel isolated, feel abandoned, and a lot of times that we servicemen and women have felt what, like, most people are feeling right now during this period of Corona. We've been there. We've contemplated thoughts. We've contemplated even the idea of suicide, because it is being brought up in briefs, in formations and stuff like that during, um, our service. I've lost 3 people that I've served with. 2 of them are very close friends. One of them was in my unit, and I've seen so many things that the Marine Corps has tried to cover up just because of the betterment of just the overall image of what they are trying to project the Marine Corps to be like. There's certain individuals that ruin and tarnish the name of being what it means to be a Marine. And I won't ever take the opportunity away from someone trying to better themselves and going off into joining a service. But I would never feel comfortable having my son or daughter join, knowing what I know and have experienced now. So I'm gonna just leave that right there. And I wrote some notes just to try to control the direction of this podcast, because I have a lot to say, but I hope I don't cover too much time. So I wanted to ask the audience, what does it mean to be a veteran? What are the perks, and what is waiting for us after we serve honorably, or whatever type of discharge you've gotten? What is waiting for us on the doors out? So they say that you join, you'll be able to get a home loan. You'll be able to get perks for school, or even to pass those benefits off to your children. So a lot of people, they join because it causes some type of security blanket for us. So I really feel like there's certain clauses that is not really properly explained to people, because they think that, like, oh, like, I'll join, I'll get free school, oh, I'm good. It's not really like that. There's always conditions and clauses that prevent people from paying fully for school, and then like you have to it, along the way I had to experience certain things leading up to that point to realize that there was always like a catch 22 to everything that I was experiencing. But that's a whole nother conversation. I wanted to really express to people that I have so many stories and I have so many memories of things that I've seen and experienced with people, but I also wanted to say that this this may offend certain people, but there's a time for being offensive, but then there's also a time for being real. And I'm gonna be straight up real for certain people. You know, there's two realities to this stuff. I'll go out and I'll see on Veterans Day, I'll see people. I'll go to a bar, right? In particular, I'll see a group of white Caucasian males. They may be in the service, or they'll be um, out of the service for 12 years now, and they want to flex that they're military and whatever. And to me, I'm not that type of person that I need to bank off of using the Marine Corps name or using my service as a flexer thing. I personally, I rather people not know that I'm a Marine, because it puts me in harm's way knowing that oh, they can have now they can say that like a service member beat me up. We used to get briefs and we used to be in formations, right? While I was in, we would get briefs on how to conduct ourselves outside in the civilian sector, and they would say, don't show your ass out. Don't think that just because you're a Marine that you know how to fight people. You probably will get your ass beat. Just like they would joke around with us like that. Don't rape people. Don't do this. Don't do that. Um, but yet you'll have those certain select few that will go out, that will think that they're a superstar, and it's almost like they're comparably like a football player or something like that, or they're like an athlete that gets to get all these groupie girls, and they're like, oh, how's like, did you get deployed? Tell me about deployment. Did you ever kill anybody? Like, tell us. So they sit and they try to talk their ears off, and they're like, oh my god, like, marry me now, let me get your benefits and stuff like that. I don't need to do that. I'm not that type of person. I don't feel good being that type of person. And like, you just look like a poser and you're a liar. You're a disrespect to your own self. But I don't know. It's just, I feel like there's there's this annoying thing, and I'm struggling getting it out, and maybe I should just say it. Like, I don't like the white privilege that comes with being with a veteran. You know, I came home to this reality thinking that, life. I've always fantasized what it would be like when I got out of the military, right? Because I didn't have a good experience. My last year, they tried to kick me out because at first I was supposed to go home for a 96. 96 is like a 4-day weekend. I got approved for it and everything, and on the day, like 2 days before, I bought a plane ticket to go home. 2 days before, they're gonna say that the CO took away our privileges to get that 96. But I'm like, I already bought my ticket, and I told my section head and all the stuff. So like, it was like this experience. Like, I was like, I'm going home. Like, I've already put in my leave. Like, I haven't been home for like almost a year. So long story short, I went home like right after work. 4:30 came. We get off at 4:30 usually every single day. We had another formation after 4:30, and they're wondering where I'm at. I said I'm at the, like, I'm here. I'm going home. Long story short, I had someone that was he didn't really like me too much, white guy, and he charged me with UA. They took my rank away, demoted me to Lance Corporal, even though, you know, I earned the rank of E4. And, like, that just put a bad taste in my mouth. And ever since then, after that, they were trying to do everything in their power to try to get me kicked out, take away my benefits. But I kept on, like, thriving. I kept on surviving. That's just a part of, like, the adversity I had to face while in there. People trying to call my phone, see, like, where the whereabouts. So, like, I say that just to, like, expose some of the realities that black servicemen have to deal with. So we had to, I know a lot of people, black servicemen, that they join, they do a number of years, and there will be these people that are just so jealous and thinking that I don't want to see this person get these benefits. I don't want to see this person better their lives and go to school and make something of themselves. And they won't leave with benefits at all. I'm thankful that I was a smart individual. I knew how to maneuver around. I kept to myself. I didn't trust no one. I trusted only a select few of people that I knew that weren't trying to, like, out to get me and try to snitch on me or to do anything that, like, it made me very paranoid as a person. But I kind of went off on a tangent a little bit. I want to get back to the whole comparing a white reality of being a veteran and a black reality of being a veteran. It's crazy that, like, when I got out as a veteran, I wasn't greeted with a welcome home party or anything like that. I'm pretty sure that when the time came for a lot of people, that they had parties and celebrations and family members come home and got them, like, all that stuff. I came home to reality that I was just another black person, and no one really helped me along with the process of joining a school of my choice or trying to get a job of my choice. Like, I'm doing my thing with film. This has all been me, majority. um I've had help, don't get me wrong, with, like, one cousin in particular. Like, I've had certain mentors at my school, but, like, I had to, like, literally maneuver my way around so many things, so many like obstacles. I go and I try to apply for a job right now. I have 5 job finding things on my phone. I have Handshake, I have Indeed, I have LinkedIn, I have Glassdoor, I have JobGet. All of them for which don't even give me a fair share in trying to get a job that even is going to provide for me more than $15 or $17 an hour. So, and then I have people out here, and then we have people out here that goes to a bar and they try to say that, like, I did this and this and this and this and this and this and this. Where's the fairness in that? I'm not trying to complain or anything, but I'm trying to educate people of, like, that's what I have to deal with. And I'm pretty sure my experience and the things that I've experienced, like, I I'm thankful at the end of the day of what I've had to experience, but all I'm concerned is that I'm a very strong individual, and I know how to take care of myself at the end of the day, and I'm thankful for what God has blessed me with. But I just know, and I've seen so many realities and truths, that I know that somebody that is not as strong as me probably can't handle as much as what I've been through. So I always try to use my voice as a tool to educate and to just inform people that they need to know how to treat people, because you never know who you're talking to. You never know who is just at the end of their line, like, because suicide is a thing. Suicide is a very real thing that people go through, And you know, I don't know. I don't know what else to say, because take care of each other. Start to take care of each other more. Start to be less selfish, because certain people don't have as much answers as you think. They're just putting duct tape on it and then just continuing with their day. There's no plan in place for them. So, that's just the reality that most people live with. But yet, please take care of yourself, Marines, soldiers, Navy men and women. Um, Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for understanding. And this is a special thanks to all the veterans out there that sacrificed their lives and can't celebrate this day for us today. It's Siobhan Giovanni. Label me later. Thank you for watching. And if you want to go ahead and donate, my Cash App is in the description right there above me. And like I said, happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there.